Dumelang, welcome to another yoga video. I hope you guys really tried this one. It feels really good. So come to your mat wherever you are. You don't have to sit down, sit however you need. But this feels good. It's good for your knees, ankles, and thighs. Take a deep breath here and set an intention for today. Start with some silence. That's always important. Then once you've set your intention, now just going to work on the wrists. I do this because in some classes my clients complain about the wrists, especially when we're doing a down dog. So you want to warm up the wrists, prepare them for the day, because we'll be up and down and all over the place. So roll the wrists all the way around, one direction, then the other. And then start to pull the fingers back here, gentle but firmly. It's really, really good. And you will feel the pull all the way down your arm as well. It's really good to prepare your hands and your wrists and your arms for whatever Bami has in store for you. Done with that, press the wrists down inside and outside. This can be a little uncomfortable, especially if you've hurt your wrist before, so be careful. And then we're now going to start in a child's pose. I like to have my knees far apart to accommodate my body and my gut. I like to make my gut comfortable. So stay here and breathe deeply, making sure to let go of all the breath as you exhale. So just keep breathing deeply. Feel the chest coming down towards the earth with every exhale. And then we're just going to thread the needle here, thread the arm under so that we get into the shoulders. This is really good for waking up the shoulders, especially if you feel like you didn't sleep properly and your shoulders hurt. Going to do this on the other side as well. Notice that the head is down, it's not hovering up, so make sure to place the head down. This is also really good for the back. And then we're going to come back up and come to a tabletop. Make sure your wrists are under your shoulders and your knees are under your hips. So here we're just moving the spine around, waking up the spine. This one feels really, really good. I really encourage you to do this at least once a day. So just roll your ribs all the way around. Imagine trying to touch every point of a circle with your ribs. And the same thing with the pelvis. You're rolling it around. And then tuck your toes and lift your hips up in a down dog. So once you're here, your back heels could be up. Well, the heels are at the back. So just walk your feet one after the other, placing one heel down and then the other, just to warm up the legs a little bit here. It really feels good for the hamstrings. And make sure to push the mat away with your hands, engaging all 10 fingers. So notice that there isn't a finger that is up. All 10 fingers are placed down. So see if you can also get in some deep breaths while here. And then gently walk the feet over to the hands. It's okay if your hands can't be on the mat while your feet are close. So wherever they are, that's okay. And then hold on to the elbows here. And then gently sway from side to side, keeping a bend in the knees so that your belly and your thighs are connected. That's important. And then you can let go and clasp the hands behind you so that we can engage the elbows and shoulders as well. Inhale, bring your head up a bit. Exhale, down. I like to do these waves just to wake up the body by including breath in every movement. So inhaling is up, exhaling is down. Whenever you're not sure, know that whenever you're folding yourself, that's when you exhale. Rule of thumb. And then we're just going to the opposite ankle and the other arm comes up, and do the same thing on the other side. The leg that you're not holding, you can keep a bend on the knee to help you. And then start to come down and try your best to move your forehead to your knees. And then we're going to gently come up. Take your time so that you don't feel lightheaded. I'm sorry that here you can't really see my face. Imagine I am Cow and Chicken's mom, or Miss Sarah Bellum from the Powerpuff Girls. And then bend back here, inhaling, and as you exhale, bend forward. One leg back, and then look forward. And then start to bring the other leg back as you exhale. Come down, inhale, chest up. Exhale, down dog. And then inhale, leg between the hands. Exhale, join the other leg. Inhale, come up and bend back. This is a sun salutation. Exhale, down. Inhale, it's the other leg now. And then exhale, the other leg comes down and you come down. Chest up as you inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg forward. Exhale, right leg forward. Inhale all the way up, bend back. And then take a breath here. Adjusting your tights if you need to. Going to do that again. So just prepare yourself mentally. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left leg back. Exhale, right leg back and come down, chaturanga. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg forward. Exhale, left leg forward. Inhale all the way up, back bend. Exhale all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, right leg back. Exhale, left leg back and come down. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg forward. Exhale, right leg forward. Inhale, come up and bend back. And then take a breath here. I like to take breaks between the rounds. But when we're doing rigorous work, we are not going to take breaks. Again, inhale, bend back. Exhale, bend forward. Inhale, left leg back. Exhale, right leg back and come down. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg forward. Exhale, left leg forward. Inhale, come up, back bend. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, right leg back. Exhale, left leg back. Come down. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg forward. Exhale, right leg forward. Inhale all the way up, bend back, and then take a breath. This builds up. Initially, it'll feel like you're not doing much. It builds up. So take a breath. Whenever we are in a pause, make sure to breathe and normalize your heartbeat as much as you can, as best as you can. And then we're just going to sit down in a chair pose here. Make sure that you can see the tip of your toes here. That's when you know you're doing it right. And then with the palms together, we're going to twist. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist. Really good for the spine. And then now we are just going to come into a seated chair with the leg across. It's like a figure four chair. Really good for the pelvis. So in order to balance, just pick a spot in front of you and concentrate on that spot. It'll help you balance a little bit. Try to keep your spine, your back as flat as possible and not hunch over. And then we're just going to come into a half moon. Notice how that other leg never came down. It went straight back. So do your best to balance here. Even if you are wobbly, even if you fall, you can always get up. And then we're coming back to chair again. And then figure four on the other side. Do your best to wobble and come back. Even if you fall, you can always come back. And then sit as low as you possibly can. You want to feel the edge of that stretch. And breathe through the discomfort. This is really good for your hips, your knees especially, and your back. And then that leg never comes down. We go to a half moon. Look at how wobbly I am. Whoa, oh, oh. So as wobbly as you are, you have to still do life. The same goes for yoga. And then you come back. So I placed that foot back and came to a warrior one. Notice that the front knee is bent. And then a warrior two, staring down that arm, a reverse warrior, and then a side angle. And then we're going to do a side lunge. So be careful of the knee here. Be wary of the knee. And if you can, try to see if you can place the front foot flat. So I'm just going to reverse that and warrior one on the other side. Notice how a warrior, the foot at the back is flat. And then reverse the warrior. Look at how wobbly I am. And side angle. And then we're just going to come to a side lunge on the other side, or a ninja lunge, or a Spider-Man lunge, as we usually call it, me and the 3-year-old class. And then back to a down dog. This is our recovery pose for today. Normally we recover in a child's pose, but today we're recovering in a down dog. I have a yoga client who hates it when we recover in a down dog, but it helps. So breathe as deeply as you can to normalize your heartbeat. And then now we can come to a child's pose. Oh, that feels so good. So is my underwear showing? No, it's not. So allow yourself to come down here. Sometimes I like to be in prayer hands just to engage my upper back a little more. And just be thankful that I made it. And then slide onto your belly. I'm just going to try to engage the back a little bit here. So notice that the elbows are underneath the shoulders, and then you're just going to peel the chest up as best as you can, and then back down to take a break, and peel it up again before grabbing your feet behind you or coming into a bow. So here you're going to try to come up a bit more. Look at me preparing. And then coming up. This is important. This feels great. It's intimidating initially, but it feels wonderful. I encourage 10 out of 10. And then while one leg is straight, the other leg comes out at a 90-degree angle. This is us doing maths now. And this always feels good. It feels like you're not doing much, but I promise you this does work for your pelvis and for your hip. As you have your hip open like this, gravity is gently pulling you down and helping you open up on that side. So some people actually sleep like this, so that's interesting. So while you're here, because now we're powering down, it's I'm not sure, we'll see. Deep breaths and try your best to relax the face. Let the work only be in the pelvis while the rest of you is relaxing as much as possible. Breathing those deep breaths. And then we're just going to do the same thing on the other side. So the other leg comes out. I know you can't see it, but imagine it's there somewhere. So remember, the leg has to be out at like a 90-degree angle. And you just concentrate on breathing. And gravity will keep pulling you down and therefore opening the hip up more. You can use this time to plan your day or panic about some other thing. But this one feels really good. I can't stress it enough. It might be uncomfortable if you have abdominal issues though. Definitely don't do this if you're pregnant. And then we're just going to open up in a frog pose. I absolutely hate this one. I don't know if you can see it on my face. That's regret. That's the face of somebody who regrets this. But it's important. It's really good for opening up the hips and really working on those connective tissues in your hips. And pregnant people can do this one. And when I say pregnant, I mean like your belly is showing. So just breathe through that discomfort, Bummy. You can get through it. And sometimes I like to shift forward and back. It's a little more painful when I do this, but my body needs it. You know, when you feel that pain and you're like, oh, I need this. Look at that. Pain. Pain and regret. Anyway, now it's time to lie down. And we're just going to get into the spine a little bit more. So I'm just going to come up into a bridge, making sure that I can touch my toes here. So if you can touch your toes, that's a good sign. So make sure to squeeze your glutes in as much as you can when you come up. And exhale when you're placing your back down. So just in case you don't really understand the breathing of yoga, the inhaling and exhaling, you try to inhale when you come up and exhale when you come down. Inhale when you are untwisting, exhale when you're twisting. So place the hands next to you. Notice that the fingers are facing the body. The feet are rooted. I feel stable. I'm saying a little prayer. And then first you come up on the top of your head, on the crown of your head, and then you pull yourself up. This feels good. It feels weird, but it feels really good. Your back is like, thank you. I needed this. And I like to come up on my toes a little more, just to really, really bend a little more. And then once you do that, because that is a deep bend for the back, you want to counter it by holding onto your knees here. So whenever you're doing a deep bend, you always want to counter it. It's really good for the back so that it doesn't feel like you're hurting yourself. And just in case you've overextended the back, it helps to reset the back. So now after that, I like to get into a twist. So remember what I said, you inhale while you're not in the twist. And as you get into a twist, that's when you exhale. This always feels so good. So if you have chronic back pain, I encourage you to try this one. It might be really, really helpful. So notice how both shoulders are on the mat. So I'm not peeling off of the mat. Only the lower back is off the mat. And it might be a little difficult to breathe deeply while you're in a twist. That's okay. As long as you can, at the very least, breathe normally, then it's okay. And you can check for your head, see if you're comfortable. Maybe you're constricting the neck and can't breathe because of that. So you can adjust your head however you need and look wherever you wanna look. And then inhale with the knees up, exhale on the other side. Now I placed one foot on top of the other because I needed a deeper twist. But if this is too deep for you, you can just stack the knees together, one on top of the other. This is just to really, really twist the spine, get into it. And it feels really, really, really good. So doing this before bedtime will knock you out. It will. And then we're just going to come into a happy baby. I teach a preschool class. Whenever we're doing this, they make baby noises. Your goo goo gagas. It's adorable. So while I'm here, I like to stretch out one leg and then the other to get into the hamstrings one last time. And it feels really, really nice. And then I like to stretch out the whole the whole leg, both legs. It always feels really, really good. Good for the hips, and even the lower back appreciates this one. And breathe through any discomfort. Whenever you're feeling uncomfortable, you want to keep breathing because we tend to not breathe when we're uncomfortable. And then we're just going to come into a bound ankle. So the feet are together here and the knees are apart. We're just opening up the hips in a different way. So this is a long hold pose. That means we are going to be here for a bit. So just get comfortable. And while you're here, you want to unclench your jaw and soften your face. And initially, your knees will be fighting to stay up. They won't want to be pulled down by gravity. That's okay. But when you give it to time, you stay here longer while breathing deeply, your knees will eventually keep coming down. So if you were to do a time lapse, you will see the difference. Initially, it will feel like, I'm about to split in half. But I promise you won't split in half. Then once you're done, bring the knees together. And then we're just going to come to the final resting pose. Legs a bit wider than the hips, feet resting wider than the hips, and the arms away from the body, the palms open and facing up. Unclench your jaw here, keeping your eyes closed, and softening the space around the eyes, softening the whole face. Feel your whole body being heavy, allowing gravity to hold you. Let go of any tension you might be holding on to, so you keep doing the scan of your body to let go of the tension. And at this time, you're not anybody's anything. You're not a mom. You're not anybody's supervisor. You're not what you do. You're not who you are to the people who love you. You're just yourself in existence on a mat. So this is a position of surrender. Allow yourself to be in a position of surrender and hold on to nothing. Place the whole load down and have your moment of peace. Even if thoughts and feelings evade your mind, that's okay. Notice them and then come back to scanning your body and actively surrendering your body. Here you don't have to breathe deeply, just breathe normally. If you suspect that you might start to fall asleep, that's okay. You can just grab a little blankie and allow yourself to fall asleep here. It's allowed. Your body needs it. That's why you're falling asleep. And then we're just going to move on to the side into a fetal position here. And imagine you're in a big giant bubble that's keeping you safe and secure and loved and grounded. And take a moment here to sincerely thank yourself for showing up today. And not just showing up on the mat, but showing up every other day you've shown up in your life, despite how difficult it might have been. And take another moment to feel gratitude towards your body for all of the amazing things it can do. The very ability to breathe, to walk, to do yoga, to do the things you love. Feel thankful for your body. And I like to take a moment here to affirm myself as well. Remind myself of how amazing I am, how brave I am, how brilliant I am. Remind myself I'm beautiful. Remind myself I am lovable. Giving myself a nice little hug. Just giving myself all the love I need. And then it's time to get up. That was really good. And then sitting up tall. Feeling proud of the session we just had. Taking a bit of a breath here. Some silence and stillness. Still keeping the jaw unclenched. Face soft. I'm really just existing here while I breathe. I'm not really trying to not think or anything like that. I'm just existing and breathing. I hope you tried this yoga session, and I hope that you'll continue trying the others that are to come and that it feels good. So thank you so much for joining me today.